see W, what, T,
Yep, I saw it. Yeah.
W, R, 2,
You gonna be fooling, huh?
1215. You'll see 1215. That folder, you can bring that folder over and run those 2 commercials first. There's 2 commercials on there.
And now these video commercials?
No, those are just audio commercials. Yeah. And also, can you pull this up on the television?
Camera?
Yeah, TV.
Right here?
Yeah. I think she's gonna have.
You said she's gonna have one.
We're gonna have people tuning in. All right.
You want this door open or closed?
I don't see a
W should be at the bottom. Last one, 2015. Yeah, and yeah, all that stuff is in my folder.
No, this is stuff that's on your flash drive.
Okay.
Which one do you want me to drop in your folder?
Drop that P dot, my angel.
I don't know how it's happening for real.
P dot, my angel.
Happy.
Yeah.
Doors open, I just walk through the doors.
Drop that
Present yourself on tape.
clean broken heart.
Nah, y'all tripping. I ain't doing nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
Just doing what I love to do. It don't feel like, you doing what you love to do. Don't feel
Rap
like
God too. Or to stay out. Tonight on tag for the track lab commercial.
Whatever you've been, whatever you know, whatever you want to know,
You sent me 3 songs, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of them? We go to Fly Mix.
One of them is Fly.
My Angel.
Yep.
And what else? Tonight Untagged?
Yeah, it's called Tonight.
Okay, Tonight. Okay, we got it. Okay, run the track. Run the
3 of those
run the
are
official commercial. Track lab. And then we'll go on to okay.
So, the drop, travel lab, when you gonna come out?
Yes. Excuse me, my brother.
You good?
All right, we hit with Pam. You know what I'm saying? One of our, come on over, fam, so people can see you right here. In the camera. You know what I'm saying? I want you in the camera. You gotta say hi to the people, man.
Say hi to people.
Yeah. Yeah, Pete out of the building. It's going down.
You couldn't see your face, man.
You couldn't see my face?
No. There you go.
Yeah, we got Pete out of the building. It's going
All
down.
they said was the shirt.
Oh, you saw the shirt. It looked like the shirt was talking.
Seen the logo.
Right.
Do you want to log in to your own Facebook, or you want me to just do it on mine? Okay.
I want to be on
Yes.
No, I don't want to break no rules now.
You get,
Hmm?
yeah.
Just call DA at 313-205-5434. That's 313.
They can call in.
5434.
Yes, I can call in, man.
That's the number right there.
The phone's on.
Phone's been down for about a week now.
Oh, okay, so the phone was down.
We gotta get it replaced.
Okay.
The calls will just ring and hang up on us.
Oh, okay.
You know my name ring bells. Justice.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Track Lab Productions.
Yo, what's the word? What's the word?
And
Y'all
what's
right
the
here?
word? Right here, we right now with P Dot. P Dot is in the building.
He died.
What's the
Yeah.
What's going on?
And you know what? We got a great show today. Can you pick up on the topics and things like that word today?
Yeah, you know, I come with the word of the day every time.
So you ready, right?
Really, the word of the day really is P-Dot, you know what I'm saying? But
Ooh.
that's what it's about right now, P-Dot.
P-Dot,
Yeah.
baby. So that's our word of the day. We're going to be
Okay.
talking about P-Dot. You know what I'm saying? It's all about P-Dot right now. You know what I'm saying? And she's doing her thing. Resilience the poet, she will be in. I think she was a little bit under the weather when I talked to her.
Yeah.
I think she was a little bit under the weather. But you know, she'll y'all know how she is. She'll slide in. You know what I mean? But as of right now, we got P-Dot in the building. I'll give it up for P-Dot, huh?
Give it up for
What's
P-Dot.
the What's the Dilly? What's the Dilly?
So, P-Dot, I mean, it's been a lot going on, you know what I'm saying, with P-Dot, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying, you know, over the years. And for me, for the last few months, I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying, your grind has been really serious. Like, you know what I'm saying, you're everywhere. I mean, what has transpired in P-Dot to where it's like, this grind is so serious? Like, what has made you, like, this vicious animal? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just having a good team, you know, behind you as far as really, I'm gonna tip my hat off to my designer. You know what I'm saying? She really pushes me. Don't say, you know, every time I say, oh no, you're gonna do that. You're gonna, you know,
yeah.
and you know, I got people praying for me. You know what I'm saying? And I really want this. I'm really hungry. You know, so all the doors that open up, I'm go walk through them, see what happened. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened that every door I've been walked through, it's been going good. You know, so I'm just happy and blessed and thankful. For sure, you know, put God first in everything, you know.
Exactly.
And you know, as long as I keep Him first, then I ain't gonna be misled. So.
Yeah, that's all. That's a strong word right there. That's strong.
Gotta keep Him
strong.
first, man.
Keep him first. Come
In all
on. now.
things.
P-Dot, what made you like start? Like, you know, what made you have this feeling in this whole music business? You know, what you first noticed, like coming up, you know, in your younger life, like what made you like had an ear for the music, like.
Yeah.
Well, my inspiration came from my pops. He was a DJ back in the day. My father, you know, if you see Hustle It Flow, my father was the one that wore his hair curled like Terrence Howard. He was the DJ. He used to wear the Levi's and the Concords. You know, my father just used to play all the old school hits. You know, my father was a DJ. Like I said, he played the Houdinis, the Run DMC. He actually exposed me to a lot of real hip hop back in the day, you know, and I fell in love with it then. But as far as me writing, I fell in love with writing when I was probably like 13 years old. And a friend of mine actually had brought me in the studio. I was nervous. I was a nervous wreck. Like, some reason he heard something in my voice. Like, I don't know. We was goofing off one day, playing some music, and I was just rapping to it. And he was like, "Dang, your voice cold. Your voice cold." And I was little then, and I was like, "My voice."
Yeah.
And I was like, he was like, "I'm gonna write you something." I was like, "What I'm supposed to do with it?" And he was like, "I want you to remember it and come back." And this was like I was 13, so I'm like, okay. And I took it and I rehearsed, and I was like, "I'm ready," you know. And he was like, "We going to the studio," and I was like, "Studio, okay." And he took me in the studio, and I popped my cherry right there. And it was like once I did it was like I did it, and I heard myself. It was almost like, you know, back to Hustle and Flow when it had Suge, you know what I'm saying? When she was singing Hard Out Here, and she was like, "That's me," you know what I'm saying? And it was like that, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, you know, from then on, I was like, I want to try this writing thing myself. I want to try to write me some music and stuff. And that's honestly where I fell in love with the microphone at.
I mean, you know, it's funny to me that you would use Hustle and Flow as an example.
Because it's real.
That was a real inspirational movie for me because I saw a lot of me also in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Things that happened to me, you know, as far as an artist. But, you know, another thing that I wanted to know about P-Dot is, you know, you have a certain look that you go by.
Yeah.
I've been noticing like a lot of photos you've been taking, a lot of things like that, you know what I'm saying? Clothes has been real nice, elegant. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I mean, it's almost like it's coming out of Vogue magazine or something, you know what I'm saying? It was one you had the fur on, like the fur on or whatever.
Yeah.
That was the coldest, you know what I'm saying? I saw that picture. I'm like, damn, I gotta get P-Dot on the show. We gotta talk about this. Like,
You said the Christmas one, yeah, with the green with holding the president.
Yeah.
You said the Christmas ones?
yeah. But you know, I'm watching and I'm seeing, you know, me, I'm a person that respects the hustle of anybody that's moving, you know what I'm saying? If I see a person that's moving, I respect the hustle and I move with that movement, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, we gotta get P-Dot. I was telling we gotta get P-Dot on the show. I'm gonna call her and see if we can get her on the show, you know what I'm saying? And what is the you know, I noticed like from earlier P-Dot to the now P-Dot. What's the difference between the earlier P-Dot to the now P-Dot?
I evolved. You know, you got to grow everything.
Yes.
You know, when I first came out, I was, you know, I have a very aggressive delivery, a very aggressive wordplay. You know, I was brought up in a battle rap area. You know what I'm saying? I used to cipher with the fellas. I was always the only girl at the table, 14, 15 years old in high school. People beating on the tables and things like that. And so what ended up happening is I got older. And, you know, as I started seeing that young ladies were, like, looking at me like, oh, and even everyday women was walking up to me like, P-Dot, I really like what you're doing. I just wanted to represent the everyday woman, like, you know, it's not hard, you know what I'm saying? And plus, my gimmick is like a lady in the streets, but it beats on the beat type of thing.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm a lady, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I also like the element of surprise. You know, I like to walk in and they be like, oh, she rap. You know, and then when it's time to go, then I'm going. So it'd be like, oh, you rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like to always have the element of surprise and like to represent the everyday woman and, you know, just give, you know, the young lady somebody to look up to. I don't want to be showing my body too much. I don't want to be like all the others. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a lot of females that's leading with their body and look at me, look at me. I'd rather people hear what I got to say first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you can look at me, you know. But go ahead.
No, I
I really just want people to hear what I gotta say, my messages and stuff like that, and I don't want to be just boxed in ever. You know?
But you do have a lot to say. You have a lot. You know, I listen to your lyrics a lot.
I was about to talk about your shirt. Like, I say that's the shirt that you got, P-Dot gang that you made.
Yeah, the dot gang.
Oh, the dot gang.
Yeah, that's the movement.
I
A lot of people say that now.
That's a nice design.
It is.
Thank you.
Dot gang.
And I'm like, you in it so much, and I'm like, yeah, she got her own clothing line now, so you know it's getting real
It's a
serious.
movement,
like
you know what I'm saying?
I
A
love
lot
it,
of people have been saying it before I adopted that.